It's my glasses. Is this on? Is this on?
That is, yeah.
This one?
What button is that? The mic is on. If you want it off.
No. Meeting will come to order. We convene the meeting of Wednesday, December 17th. Would you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence? And the moment of silence will be in memory of the 2 students that are deceased at Brown University and for the individuals that have been hospitalized because of the unfortunate incident. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of November 19th.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have no correspondence. No one has signed up for public comment. Item number 6, the chair will entertain a motion on the consent agenda.
Motion made. Second.
Any questions on the consent agenda? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7, superintendent's report. Mr. Goho.
Thank you, Dr. Pilata, members of the committee. First item on the agenda is I would request your approval of the enclosed retirement and separation agreement that you received today for a non-certified employee.
So moved. Second.
Any questions on the separation agreement? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item, you have a memo that I received from our athletic director, Mr. Ficcicelli, regarding plans by the Interscholastic League to make high school girls flag football a recognized Rhode Island Interscholastic League varsity sport starting in 2027. Currently, we have girls flag football operating as a club sport. It's now in its 3rd year at the high school, a tremendous amount of interest. Very happy to say that they performed and played and competed at the halftime of the Patriots game this Sunday. That was a great experience for the girls. So it's continuing as a club this year. It's a spring sport. So we want to be proactive and get ahead of it, get your approval so that we can post for a coach and an assistant coach and budget accordingly for the next fiscal year. So I would request approval to make the high school girls flag football club a recognized real sport starting in 2027.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item C.
Along with that, we will need a head coach and an assistant coach likely for the no, sorry, let me go back. We already got the coaching included in the approval for B. So currently our outdoor track team, we've seen a significant number of students participating in outdoor track over the last couple of years. And if you know anything about outdoor track, supervision, coordination of multiple events occurring at the same time in the same location is very challenging. So I received a memo from Mr. Ficcicelli. He has been giving me a heads up on this over the last year or two that it was a good thing, becoming an issue with the team needing additional coaches. So he originally asked that we appoint 2. When we got down to the nitty gritty of it, we both are on the same page that we can begin with 1. And it will be a 1-year position because it does fluctuate. It could easily go back down to, a number of students that requires only 1 coach or 1 assistant coach. So at this point, I'm asking for 1 assistant coach. If we find in the spring that we need additional, I could come back to you then, or I could ask you now. I guess I could ask legal counsel can we ask for approval by the committee for up to 2 coaches, but our plan for the spring is to do 1. If we find at that time that there's additional enrollment, rather than having to wait for the next school committee meeting, when the outdoor track team may have already participated in a number of meets between the time of the next school committee meeting, we'll have approval from the committee to go forward with an additional coach if necessary. We can do that? Okay.
Yes.
So I would request approval by the committee of up to 2 assistant coaches for the high school outdoor track program, with initial plans to begin with 1. And Director Hicks will post for that as soon as possible.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Item D.
Next item is the Assistant Superintendent's Report. Mrs. Seisinger.
Thank you, Superintendent Goho and members of the school committee. Just a quick update. We're going to be continuing our learning walks in January, so those will be like mid-year in all those content areas, continuing to give teachers feedback and schools feedback, so continue to support learning and teaching in our schools. And distance learning plan, that's been approved and that's all set. And then the right to read, we have 86% of our faculty, including support staff, who have completed that. And by the end of the year, we will have 100% of our faculty who have completed that. And just a note that students that are graduating now, undergrad, moving forward, will be receiving this training undergrad. So that's a positive thing. And under curriculum, just continuation of what we have in terms of our high quality curriculum. And I do have a proposal of the draft of our curriculum adoption, and I added in the science at the high school. And I just wanted to note that because that's part of our curriculum revision policy. So I just wanted to make sure that was in there in terms of that support. And then we met with our district health and wellness committee back in November, and we focused on our Health and Wellness Week in May, which is going to be focused on mental health. And then the Pink Out Days total was $1,465. So just to let people know that was raised, and thank you all for your support. And that's it. Have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you, you too.
Does anyone have any questions? Thank you, Mrs. Seisinger. Item number 8, we have no school committee reports. We have no old business. Item number 10, new business. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Goho.
Thank you, Dr. Pilata. At this time, I'm requesting approval of the updated MOU with the multi-tiered system of support. I'm just going to ask Ms. Van Avery to just give us a brief snippet of info on that and where it stands and where we stand with the MTSS implementation.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's loud. Sorry, I'll back up. This is our second year working with the Department of Education and another research firm, AIR. And we spent all of last year doing a needs assessment to really understand what we were doing well and what we still needed to work on. From that, we were able to identify district goals that we needed to do, and then also individual school goals. We have MTSS coordinators now in every one of our buildings. Our high school has 2, which we are excited about. And we are continuing the work, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, special ed, interventions. We're working hard. We meet regularly, and hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have a new MTSS manual that will be district-wide, and we will be all working towards.
Great. Thank you. So I request approval by the committee of the updated MOU with the MTSS system of support as is submitted.
Any questions by the committee? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item B.
Okay, next item. We were recently made aware a couple of months ago by the trust. As you know, the trust provides healthcare insurance for our employees. And they made us aware of a plan benefit related to Tier 4 prescriptions, which are the high-end prescriptions, very expensive, costly prescriptions that some people at various times in their lives may have to take. Catastrophic illnesses, disease, very costly for the district and for the members as well. So we were made aware of a benefit to the members and also to the district that was available through the trust. We currently were very fortunate. We only have probably maybe about a dozen people who access the tier 4 drugs. But with this MOA, with Prudent RX through the trust, we had meetings with our union presidents and the trust to explain everything. It's a win-win for the district. It's a win-win for our members. It's been vetted by our legal counsel as well. So at this time, it's not costing us anything, not costing our members anything. It's just a procedure where the tier 4 drugs are basically subsidized. And that also impacts the districts on the claims end. So we are asking approval of the enclosed Local 1033 MOA, the same MOA for Local 2435, and then the same MOA for Local 920. All of those union presidents were in on various meetings with the trust and agreed that it was a great benefit for the members and for the district as well.
Motion made to approve.
Second.
Yeah, are there any questions? So all the language is the same?
Yes, same exact MOA.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item C.
Next item is our updated procurement policy. So this is not put on the agenda for any particular reason. As you know, when I became superintendent, I implemented a policy review cycle. Roughly every 5 years, we look at every policy to see if it needs to be reviewed, changed, updated, revised, or remain as is. We involve all the appropriate stakeholders with that, including legal counsel. So this particular policy, the procurement policy, is one of a number of policies that are going to be forthcoming that are in the pipeline. But this one was ready first, thanks to Ben Scungio and his team. And so the policy has been updated and revised. So if you have any questions, I would direct them to Ben. But the strength of the procurement policy that we have had, which has been a good one, remains intact and in fact enhanced by these updated policy revisions. So I would ask approval by the committee for this new and updated procurement, not new, but updated procurement policy.
Motion made to approve the update.
For a second.
I second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item D.
Next item, I request approval of the enclosed North Providence High School junior prom contract with Crystal Lake to take place in April 30th, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
It's a big one for you, Gina.
Item 11, approval of bills.
Motion made to approve the bills as they were presented. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item
That's
12,
comments.
use of property requests.
Motion made to approve the use of property requests as submitted.
Second.
Any questions on use of property? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13, we have no requests to address the committee. Item 14, we have no pending business. Before we adjourn, on behalf of the school committee, we just want to wish everyone a safe, healthy, and enjoyable holiday season. Item number 15, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your holiday.
You as well.